Number 10, Hardboiled. You can't get any cooler with a movie poster, my friends. You have Chow Yun-fat with a gun in one hand and a baby in the other. Only one guy can think of something this crazy. John motherfucking Buddha, Muhammad, Jesus Christ, John. This movie is high octane, action packed, has one of the most badass characters in Tequila who goes against a whole like triad pretty much. This is my personal John Woo favorite pick. It's my favorite John Woo movie. Hardboiled, number 10. Well, I wouldn't say this is better than a dozen Die Hards, but it's definitely better than a dozen Die Hard 5s, and it could possibly be better than the 4th of July. For my 9th pick, bring your amps and go all the way up to 11 because my 9th pick is... This is Spinal Tap.
Because if you can see, the numbers all go to 11. Look, right across the board. 11, 11,
and most of
11,
the
and
amps go up to 10.
Exactly.
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's one louder, isn't it? It's not 10. You see, most blokes, be playing at 10. You're on 10 here, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. You're on 10 on your guitar. Where can you go from there? Where?
I don't know.
Nowhere, exactly. What we do is if we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
This mockumentary, written and directed by Rob Reiner, is about a fictional rock band called Spinal Tap.
The review you had on Shark Sandwich, which was merely a 2-word review, just said, shit sandwich.
Where'd they print that? Where'd they print that? That's not real, is it?
Big bottom, talk about bum cakes. My girl's got 'em. Big bottom, drive me out of my mind. How could I leave this behind?
Number 8, North by Northwest, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. It stars Cary Grant. This is my personal favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie, and it's so memorable. Who can't forget about the crop duster scene and the Mount Rushmore scene? I love this movie. It's one of the most memorable movies, and it's one of the most entertaining movies I've ever seen. And for a movie from that time period, I believe it was in 1959, it's incredible.
I'm an advertising man, not a red herring. I've got a job, a secretary, a mother, 2 ex-wives, and several bartenders dependent upon me. And I don't intend to disappoint them all by getting myself slightly killed.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Terminator 2, Judgment Day is directed by James Cameron and stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton, Robert Patrick, and Edward Furlong. You know what? Whatever happened to that Edward Furlong kid? He was awesome in American History X, and he was awesome in Terminator 2, Judgment Day. This is an amazing sequel. This is an amazing action movie, sci-fi movie. This was way ahead of its time with computer graphics.
Who sent you?
You did. 35 years from now.
And his enemy...
He's a Terminator like you, right?
Not like me.
...is the deadliest machine ever built.
Can it be destroyed?
Unknown.
This time, there are 2. Terminator 2.
You just can't go around killing people.
Why?
Number 6, The Wild Bunch, directed by Sam Peckinpah, revolutionary director, and the way he filmed his action sequences in this movie, the way he did his slow-mo and stuff like that, was really revolutionary. You can't get a better cast in my opinion. You have William Holden, Ernest Borgnine, Robert Ryan, Warren Oates, many other people. This is my favorite Western movie. I think this is a classic, and this will be remembered years from now as one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yes, sir. Can I help you? move, kill him.
Number 5, Pulp Fiction. Directed and written by Quentin Tarantino, this movie has some of the most memorable dialogue, some of the most memorable scenes, has awesome characters. The way its plot structure and its storytelling it was amazing for its time.
Marvin, what do you make of all this?
Man, I don't even have an opinion.
Well, you gotta have an opinion. I mean, do you think that God came down from heaven and stopped us? Oh, what the fuck's happening? Oh, man, man. Oh, man, I shot Marvin in the face. Why the fuck did you do that? Well, I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident.
Number 4, Raging Bull. Directed by Martin Scorsese. This tells the story of Jake LaMotta, a legendary boxer. He's played by Robert De Niro. Joe Pesci plays Jake LaMotta's brother, and Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro's chemistry is outstanding. Martin Scorsese filmed some of the best boxing fight scenes of all time. This movie is legendary. Who can't forget about the awesome scene where Sugar Ray Robinson is just beating the shit out of Jake LaMotta, and they call the fight. Jake LaMotta hobbles over to Sugar Ray Robinson's corner, and he's just beaten to a pulp, and he's just like, Ray, never got me down, Ray. Never got me down.
Wouldn't want to quit. He wanted to go.
Hey, Ray. Never went down, Ray. You never got me down, Ray.
Number 3, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Now I know why they never put this movie poster for the Blu-ray. Looks like he's taking a shit.
Said you've been belligerent? Talked when unauthorized? Been resentful in attitude toward work in general, that you're lazy?
Chewing gum in class?
Why do you think they might think that?
Well, as near as I can figure out, it's because I, fight and fuck too much.
In the penitentiary?
No. You mean why? Wait a minute.
Based on the book of the same name, this movie stars Jack Nicholson. What's there to say that hasn't already been said? This movie is one of the greatest movies of all time. It's funny. It has a lot of heart and soul to it. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is a masterpiece.
What do you want me to do? You know. You know what I mean? Is that it? Is that crazy enough for you? Want me to take a shit on the floor?
Number 2, The Empire Strikes Back.
Put that down. Now we. Hey! It's my dinner!
How you get so big into food of this kind?
Listen, friend, we didn't mean to land in that puddle, and if we could get our ship out, we would, but we can't, so why don't you just...
get your ship out?
Hey, get out of there!
No!
Hey, you could have broken this. Don't do that.
This movie is a sci-fi masterpiece, so original. It brought in new characters such as Yoda, being puppeteered by Frank Oz, who also does the awesome voice of Yoda, and also Billy D. Williams as Lando. The Empire Strikes Back improved on A New Hope in every single way, made it darker. It had one of the greatest twists.
I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
What's that make us?
Absolutely nothing.
Number 1, A Clockwork Orange. Directed and written by Stanley Kubrick. This movie stars Malcolm McDowell. This is one of the greatest dark comedies of all time. It's one of the most introspective movies I've ever seen. It's a movie way ahead of its time. When you open a dictionary of a movie way ahead of its time, you see a picture of A Clockwork Orange.
What exactly is the treatment here going to be then?
Oh, it's quite simple, really. We're just going to show you some films.
You mean like going to the pictures?
Something like that.
Well, that's good.
Well, my friends, there you go. This is my opinion. This is my thoughts on my top 10 favorite movies of all time. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what your top 10 favorite movies are, or just your favorite movie of all time. Or if you want to, if you're a little crazy, you can tell me your top 50 movies of all time. That's if you're a little psycho. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day.